So, I hear you got a new car, or a new what do you call it, mini SUV?
Yes, I did.
Why is that?
Because my old one was falling apart.
Yeah, so
Literally.
you traded in what, a Honda, 2000 Honda CRV, right?
Yes.
Had almost 300,000 miles on it.
No, 179.
Oh, was that all? I thought it had two something.
Nope.
Oh, okay. But it was getting some age on it. It was time to replace it, right?
17 years. Yeah, it was getting there.
So we went looking for something to replace it with, and we looked at about 7 or 8 different cars. Really 6 exclusive. I mean, not exclusive. Mainly 6, but we also looked at like that Jeep. What was the name of that Jeep we looked at? Remember?
One was just called a 4x4, and then the other one.
Remember that we had the field of vision was really piss poor, and we didn't even test drive that one.
Yeah, one was a 4x4, and I forgot what the other one.
No, it had a name. It was like what, the Cherokee or something.
Well, one of them's a Cherokee, but the one we looked at, it wasn't the Liberty.
It was one of them, but we didn't like any of them. Anyway.
Patriot or something like that.
We didn't like any of them. But then also the what's some of the other ones? Like the Tucson, we never really test drove.
The Santa Fe, we didn't.
Because
price
it was too
was just ridiculous on that.
something.
Even for their lower end, it was outrageous.
We stuck our head in and then looked at the price tag and said, "Nah, no thanks."
Yeah.
But the ones we did test drive a couple times were the Mazda CX-5 and the Ford Escape, which we thought were too small, right?
Yeah.
A little bit on the small side, not as roomy.
Yeah, cargo area.
Cargo,
especially.
headroom, legroom, a little lacking there. So we passed up on them. And then the Nissan Rogue we tried out. That too, I think, had headroom issues in the back seat.
It was a little bit.
Because I'm 6'5" and and all.
Mm-hmm.
And her son is what?
He's 6 foot.
Yeah, so headroom and legroom were very important.
Yep.
And the Nissan Rogue, it was average, smaverage. Inside, it was nothing to write home about, really. And
it did have the nice panoramic roof, though, like the Sportage does.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to it. All right. And so then we looked at the Kia Sportage, and of course looked at the new version of the Honda CR-V, which initially going into it, you thought you would probably end up getting...
I was really leaning toward that because, I'm a Honda girl.
Right.
Well, was a Honda
ended
girl.
up getting that. And we liked that. We both liked it. It had a lot of good features. Had a pretty smooth ride. And what else was good about it? Well, one thing bad about it was the back seats didn't adjust.
They don't adjust.
And the back power liftgate doesn't
have that
go
inside
up automatically.
Anymore.
Inside.
Well, it doesn't even have a button inside anymore.
Right.
It used to have that.
And it's not automatic unless maybe you get the highest trim level.
I guess.
I guess if you get that, it might be.
And then again, it was hard to find one that had a sunroof and cloth interior.
Yeah,
Which
I don't think you could have gotten
everything was
that.
like that. You could, but there were only a few of them. We probably would have had to look elsewhere like they did.
Right. So the Honda CR-V was nice, but we actually liked two mini SUVs better than that. And what came in number 2 was surprisingly this car called the Kia Sportage.
I would never have even thought I'd consider a Kia. I just thought they were so low level, but that thing was nice.
I know Kia, they're made down there in South Korea with Hyundai. I've got a Hyundai right now, and I'm very happy with it. But the Kia Sportage just had a lot of features. I mean, just features like weird features.
Beautiful
like
sunroof, the big panoramic
sunroof, like the mirrors folded in when you cut the car off. The actual side mirrors folded in, like in case you needed to get in a tight garage or something. I don't know.
So you can walk by them, like if you're in a garage, they'll shut down so you can get around and get in. Yep, space thing.
And
nice feature.
It had like seat warmers, and it had mirror
the windows
warmers.
Defrost, yeah.
It had a USB in the front and the back. Air conditioned vents in the back for the back seat.
Yep.
Back seat was adjustable. Had a nice stereo.
Navigation system.
Yeah, it just had
all kinds of stuff.
The price was pretty good. Oh, it was pretty peppy too. Acceleration was real good on that one. Yep. But it also had a few drawbacks, like on the interior, a lot of hard plastic everywhere you looked.
Yeah.
And not a very luxurious feel on the inside. And well,
the ride
was not
probably the kicker.
Right, and the ride was not quite as smooth as the one that we finally decided on getting. And the one that we decided on getting was
Toyota RAV4.
The Toyota RAV4
XLE.
Yep.
2016 model.
Yep, got the two-wheel drive and got that sunroof, got the cloth seats, really had the best front seats out of all of them, smoothest ride out of all of them, the biggest cargo space out of all of them, the most headroom and footroom out of all of them.
Had a power port in the back seat.
Right.
Lost a few of the higher end stuff, like the heated seats, the power driver's seat adjustment on it. Lost the vents in the back seat from the Kia, but the ride was so much smoother, even compared to the Toyota RAV4 SE model, which had some of the more upper end.
Right, but that had a tighter suspension, and we just liked the ride of the XLE a little bit better.
Yeah, the SE was very similar to the Sportage in the ride. And the XLE was definitely a nice, smooth ride.
And what else about the XLE? It had...
it's got the sunroof, which we wanted. And we got the navigation package with it.
Yeah, the one we got had the in-tune premium package.
The color.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about colors for a minute.
Color was a big thing.
Now, we went to all these different dealerships, and all we saw was 3 shades of gray for every model, and maybe black. White,
3 shades of white,
maybe a beige if you're lucky.
There were a few pumpkin-y colors. There was like an earth tone color. It was either a pumpkin or a bit of a cinnamony or maybe even a brownie cinnamon kind of color. That was like that was it. That was your choice. And then blue, red.
Well, yeah, we did see some reds, but as far as a cool color,
very like
each model car had one cool color if you looked at their literature, but you could never find that on the lot because it was sold out because it was a cool color. Why they didn't make more in that color, I don't know. But if you wanted a gray, you want silver or gray, just go to
black.
Go to any dealership in Hampton Roads and you're going to find about 500 to choose from if you want silver or gray.
And if you look on the highway, we were noticing as we were riding around, that's all you saw.
I know. A lot of people like that silver gray
and
crap.
it's not even pretty gray. It's that drab.
Yeah, it makes you want to kill yourself.
T-shirt, rain cloud. I want to not ever live in Seattle.
I don't get it. But anyway, the one that RAV4 had this really cool blue. It's sort of a different blue. It's not that royal blue like you see a lot. This is more of a what I call Hawaiian blue.
Kind of leans into
sort of tropical looking. So we like that a lot. And we got the black interior. But, to make a long story short, that RAV4, y'all need to be checking that out. If you're thinking about getting a Honda CR-V, definitely check the Toyota RAV4 out too. Because it is definitely comparable, and you may even like it better.
And if you do look at the Sportage, though, you got to remember we looked at the 2017.
Yes, we did.
Because the 16 was a different model style.
Yep.
The 17 is nice.
At the time when we got this RAV4, the 17s haven't come out yet. Yeah. So, but anyway, we drove it a lot today, pretty much all day long.
Yeah.
And no regrets yet. It did fine. No funny noises in the background or nothing. And completely happy with it thus far.
Yeah, we got the all-weather mats in it, which we weren't really sure how that was going to do, but I think they're going to be great, especially in the cargo area because it's got a bit of a lip. So
that was part of the package.
That's going to be nice.
And the navigation system, not quite as nice as the one on our Samsung Galaxy S6 phones. It's just the graphics. I don't know. I don't like them quite
She
as well.
missed a
Maybe I'm
few of
just
the
used to the
exits
other
that
one.
kind of messed me up today.
But yeah, we were sort of comparing them, and the one on the phone seemed a little more accurate. Like she would tell you more in advance when you're going to be turning. Sometimes the one in the car would
go silent for like
yeah. There was
a
one
while.
place in particular near the shipyard where a lane was going to be a turn into a turning lane, and she didn't. Of course, we know since we live around here that's the case, but she didn't warn us that that lane was going to turn into a turning lane. So that was one sort of mistake right there, or the phone picks up on that easily. And phone is the navigation thing on the Galaxy S6 phone is like perfect. It's like flawless. But she got to admit she did have a more soothing voice on the navigation on the Rav4. The woman's voice is more soothing than the one on the phone.
I think they're very similar, actually.
Do you? I like the one on the
I think maybe it's
car.
because it's coming in through stereo
No, it's
speakers.
a different voice. I think it's just I don't know. It sounds like a different person to me.
Might be.
But another thing I want to mention: the stereo on the Rav4 is only decent. It's not like the Kia had the better stereo, and the Kia high-end that had the Harman Kardon system was really nice. But the stereo that comes with XLE on the RAV4, it's a little boomy. I'm still playing with it to adjust it to make it sound better because it does have a digital treble, bass and mid control. Not just treble and bass, but it has that mid control too. So I'm still fine tuning that. It's definitely acceptable. It's not bad, but the one in the Kia was better, I noticed. But all in all, after comparing everything, and we had all these things down on paper, comparing everything, and we never, I've never owned a Toyota. She's never owned a Toyota, and it just happened that when we just looked at the paper and compared all the columns, like the best this, the best this, the best this, what had all the best features, and this, the Toyota came out on top, and so that's the one we ended up getting. So, yep.
And it's really pretty.
Yep. The exterior, it's all of them sort of have the same shape. They sort of all copy each other a little bit. But the RAV4 definitely, I think, excels a lot more on the inside. And then, of course, just with all the features. And of course, the best feature of all is just the smoothness of the ride, I think. So, y'all check that out. If y'all looking to buy an SUV, a mini, what do you call a mini SUV, I guess? A small SUV.
Compact something,
It gets pretty decent gas mileage.
Oh, one nice feature that was on there, if you're tall, that's good, is it has the telescoping steering column. It doesn't just adjust up and down.
I think a lot of them had that feature,
but it actually pulls out. I don't know. I don't remember them mentioning that. But that actually is nice if you're tall.
Yeah,
you can pull
it did have that feature. They probably all didn't have that, but I think about half of them had that. So, but anyway, I'll probably update this video in a few weeks after we've driven it around some more.
Yeah, we put 140 miles on it since we got it.
Yeah, see if anything negative pops up. But so far, so good. After a full day of driving, nothing but
crazy traffic.
Nothing but praise for it so far. All right, so check it out.